Hello, my name is Dr. Connors, but most of the local school children have this rather demeaning moniker for me. They call me the Lizard. Now, personally, I don't see it, but nonetheless, I'm still a respectable professor, researcher, scientist, and father, despite how the first Andrew Garfield movie portrayed me. So let's get to the crux of it, shall we, mates? Why is Andrew Garfield the best Spider-Man? Well, because he embodies the original aspect of the friendly neighbor. The writers make sure to emphasize his altruism toward the citizens of New York more so than the other movies. In the first film, he removes his mask and gives it to a little boy to comfort him while he saves him from a burning car. He takes time to patrol the neighborhood and actually interacts with citizens that may get overlooked. The little boy who made the wind turbine, Garfield scares off the bullies and encourages this little boy to keep doing what he's passionate about. He's seen talking to the costumed or weirder individuals of the city before he swings off. He takes time to help Max Dillon regather his blueprints and make sure he's safe before he continues to pursue the villain. These are just some of the little things Garfield does throughout his duology to remind us what it truly means to be Spider-Man, to look out for the little guy. Now, I truly admire Peter, honestly. We may have had our differences, but I'm a reasonable guy. Garfield truly embodied the charm of Spider-Man. He had the wit without overdoing it. He was sarcastic, playful, and witty towards the criminals and villains. This was demonstrated when he informed the crook of his weakness to small knives, then proceeded to web him up. He initially attacked that same burglar using his... It was very inappropriate, honestly, Peter. My apologies, but he also joked around with the rhino before subduing him, pantsing him in the process. He wore a jacket and scarf combination when it was cold outside over his mask. It's small details like this that separate Garfield Spider-Man from his successor and predecessor. This is essentially whom Spider-Man is, and Garfield Spider-Man may be overlooked due to nostalgia and its lack of outside influences. However, it nails the character of Spider-Man on the head. But let us look at some comparisons. Now, Tobey Maguire might be my favorite all-time Spider-Man due to the fact that he was my first on-screen introduction. However, removing that lens and looking at his performance as Spider-Man analytically, Garfield wins. Sure, Maguire was neighborly, but he just didn't sell being Spider-Man. His quips and wittiness seemed overshadowed by his performance as Peter Parker. I didn't see Spider-Man and Peter with Maguire. I just saw Peter in a Spider-Man costume. Except for that time he had the all-black suit and laid hands on Sandman in the laid hands, honestly. I don't know who wrote this. What does that even mean? Oh, hello, Trey. I didn't know when you returned, so I just should I leave?
Yes, leave. What is up?
You're late,
Everybody?
bloke.
Hold
We've
on.
already done the intro. We've done it already. Yes.
did the
Yes.
intro?
We already did it. We're ahead.
So y'all,
We've already done it. You should
I
probably
should
just
just
leave at
leave?
this. Yes, please. Exit. Holland Spider-Man seems quite inexperienced in budding. He doesn't face too many neighborhood-level threats. His introduction began with him fighting Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Falcon, so we don't really see much of him facing neighborhood threats and interacting with New Yorkers too often. In general, Holland Spider-Man is a great balance of Peter and Spider-Man, but in my opinion he just seems too green, wet behind the ears, and young. Now granted, Peter is supposed to be high school, however, the iterations of Spider-Man I am familiar with, his quips, experience, and outlook seem more mature than his age. Holland Spider-Man is likable, but not charismatic and witty like Garfield's. So no, Garfield's Peter Parker was not my favorite. He seemed a tad bit too cool, bro. He could skateboard, wore thrashers, and he could dunk a basketball. I just didn't believe he would be a nerd. But his Spider-Man was the best one of the three. Holland's is the best blend of the two, and Maguire has the best theater performance. Now, one thing you can take away from this video is
Oh
definitely how to...
no, sir, no. Self-improvement is my thing. Okay. Now you too can be like Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and you can be amazing. Here's how. In addition to all those reasons that we gave you today, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man was the best because he inspired other people to be amazing by simply noticing them. Now, it's people in your life right now. The clerk at the grocery store, the waiter or waitress at the restaurant you like to go to, your teacher, your boss. These are people in your life right now. And even strangers, paying somebody a compliment, leaving an extra tip, telling somebody they're doing a good job. Something genuine to let people, helping somebody across the street, helping somebody pick up their blueprints that fell, anything. Just to let somebody know that you see them, you notice them, and that they matter. Sometimes that's all you have to do to be amazing.
This is your captain speaking.